Alright guys, so this is going to be a pretty serious video and everything, all jokes aside, but I want to go and bring more light to the situation on what's been going on and everything, and to basically help you guys avoid being scammed just like I did. So this all started, I guess, when I received a little bit of a trade request or whatever, or at least a retrade. So it's basically from this person right here, which this was a totally 100 legit trade and everything, and it turned out I would get a 3K win over this because the bucket is about 35,000 and so forth. This is about like 30,000 or so value. So it was a definite win for me and everything. So I go and accept the trade, and it was a pretty cool item and everything. I was pretty happy with the trade. And about an hour down the road or so, I end up getting a message from this one random Roblox user called Simisola9. And this is basically what the entire message says, and it's basically asking what the reason for my wrap increase was, which, if I actually look at my wrap, now that I think about it, it went down instead of going up, which I don't know why he would even be bothered about just me. It probably happens to tons of people, but he goes and says that if it was stolen or anything, or if I received a donation. So he wants you to go and email him via Discord, which was Ralv. So make sure to go and watch out for that, guys, if you do end up getting an email from it. So I go, email him on Discord, ask him what's up and everything, and basically he goes and does something with the two-factor authentication, asks for it to screen share and everything, and he got into my account and basically locked me out entirely, which I was able to go back and actually switch the password over. But by that time, basically what had happened is I immediately looked at my account S_Viper on Roblox or whatever on like a new tab, and I found out my one new wrap item for 35K, the one red bucket, was missing from my account, which brings us over to this trade from this random user. And literally, he took all of my limited items, as you guys can see, and just gave me this one item. And if we go over to this Roblox user, 0 following, 0 followers, 0 friends, and he has a bunch of new limited items, but the old items were actually on his account, because if you go over to the trade and everything, he had to have traded them over to a different account and all that stuff. And if this actually decides to load, never mind. But basically, he has a ton of these small items or whatever. He joined like a few days ago, like 3. But this guy goes, gets my items, transfers them over to a different account, and from there, I actually was able to log back onto my account and basically turned off two-factor authentication because I just got screwed over from that somehow. And from there, I had another email, actually. So if you go back over to messages, like this happened like an hour after everything went down from another random user. And keep in mind, this user was established in 2009, and this one was about like 2007 or so, if I am correct. So yeah, 2007. But basically, this guy goes and says that, asking me to go, and he's like from the reporter list, and he's asking me that my account was flagged in the system or something due to gains in value, which this is entirely wrong. I lost all my value. So this automatically just seems sketchy, plus it says termination notice, which I've done nothing wrong on Roblox. There's no reason for me to be terminated at all. So literally, if I go over to this, he asked me to go and email him on Discord, or at least DM him. So he says that he wants to send a report to Newstorm, aka Cheryl, which is the Roblox username or whatever, so he can confirm my case somehow. Which my friend Max over here says that it was a scammer and that they've been using the name Cheryl for more than an entire year. So I did do this just to see how far I could get into it and see what was up with it. So I told him that I'm not trusting scams anymore, provide evidence otherwise. So he tells me that he's a reporter and all this like actual good, useful stuff. And yeah. So from there, I told him that if his account was affiliated with a Roblox company, because he says he works for Roblox, he would at least have some sort of admin badge or something like that, mainly because if you work for Roblox and you're one of the people that actually help with like scamming and stuff, you probably would have some sort of identification besides just saying I work for Roblox, because anyone can literally say that. So I go ask him otherwise, and he says not all Roblox staff members have badges. And I said I'm not trusting him with my email or like sending it to my account because I just told him that I got scammed more than 2 hours ago with the exact email that you sent. And he plays off saying who I was scammed by and by whom. He says, let me guess, Ralph sends another screenshot from someone else. And basically, that was the same screen that was shown on mine for the whole like email verification thing or whatever. So I know exactly where he's going with this. So I sent the message or whatever. Then he goes and says that to send it to the info@roblox.com and basically this whole thing, which I did, but I sent my own version of it beforehand already. So I'm pretty sure this is like a whole like preset thing for him to actually go and just type in all the correct stuff. But yeah. So basically, I told him I already sent something like that, and he says he'll forward it to Cheryl, providing an email so he could contact me directly if she has questions, which this just sounds suspicious altogether, because why would you want my email to contact specifically me out of the millions of users on Roblox? So from there, it was already fishy and all that stuff. Like, it was just confirming it. So I just said, like, with the message I sent, I feel like they would already have an email to like reply to. But he says, can you provide an email that Cheryl can use to contact me directly if she has any questions? So, I said not as of right now, but he said, fine. If you don't want head Roblox admin and security, I understand. Good luck getting your role back, which is what I'm trying to do right now to get my items back. So I just said that I'd go create a brand new email or whatever. So I go tell him that this is actually like the brand new email I created just to see what was like, how much further this was going to go. So I told him, he goes and sends this, all that stuff, basically how everything works, but probably how he's going to be sending the email over or whatever, something like that, just through Roblox, besides my Gmail for some reason. So just keep in mind, guys, this is 100% a full-on scam. Do not trust these. They may sound like they know what they're talking about, but unless it is an actual Roblox admin, then just don't trust it, literally. So I just wanted to bring some light to the situation. Make sure that you guys don't have the exact same thing happen to you. And if you do, make sure you go and basically, let me show you an example of what Max did for me. So if I scroll up, he basically did this whole like the whole like info@roblox.com thing. And you basically go onto your Gmail and actually message them personally and write something like this, tell them your account was compromised. And you want to have, you have proof and everything, so send them a picture of what happened and everything. But, yeah, definitely this way he did for me. It was so awesome of him to do this. I appreciate it so much. But, yeah, just keep in mind, guys, that don't fall for these type of scams and everything. And, best of luck in the future, guys. Hopefully, I go and get my items back. Best of wishes. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.